I've always been passionate about animals my entire life. I grew up with dogs, large dogs, Great Danes and Boxers. I cannot imagine our planet without animals. First of all, it wouldn't work, it wouldn't function. You can't pull out one species or two species and expect the balance to maintain. They're important to people, they're important to the environment, and it is our duty to protect them, mostly because we have to look at ourselves in the mirror after we put these animals on the endangered species list, and then a few years later they're extinct. We have to live with that. I am definitely an advocate for animals, pretty much all animals, anything that crosses my path. When I was in middle school, I was out in Long Island with my father and our boxer, Barkley, and he used to run around like a maniac, and we had a cement wall that was half of a wall, and he used to run and jump and jump and jump over it and under it. And one time he was running full tilt and smacked into it and knocked himself out. I almost had a heart attack, but we grabbed the dog and ran him to the vet, and that's when I realized animals in need absolutely needed me. But what I think people don't realize is we need them as much as they need us, and they make us more grounded, and they make us more stable and more humane. And if we lose them, we're gonna lose that piece of ourselves. If you're short on time and you only have a minute, but you're interested in helping animals in the greater world, I think reading an article about a species you're interested in and signing a few petitions is a great way to start, and a great way to start educating yourself about the problems. If you have more time, you can do like me and go down the slippery slope of volunteering for any organizations that you think are reputable and are actually helping the animals, and there are tons of them out there for every type of animal you can imagine. And you can do it locally or internationally. You can plan a trip around visiting. You can do a volunteer trip and then a leisure trip together, which is my goal for my next trip. I think animals give us so much in the short term. So if you go out and play with your dog for a minute, you're taking yourself out of your day-to-day grind and enjoying that moment. And I think animals do bring us into the moment. And that's something that's very easy to lose these days in our complicated lives with technology. So they give us so much in a minute that we should be able to give back to them in a minute.